Good morning, my dear students. We are here for another Valenzuela live session on Mathematics 7. This time, quarter 3, week number 2. Before we start, make sure you have with you your learning packets, notebook, and ballpen, for we will be solving a lot in this lesson. Make sure to try and do your best in every given example. Be active and use our comment box as your way of sharing your answer. Lastly, let's have fun while learning mathematics. Okay, the lesson for today's live streaming session is all about relationship of angles and lines. At the end of this live session, you, as a learner, should be able to, first, derive relationship of the following geometric figures using measurements by inductive reasoning, including supplementary angles, complementary angles, congruent angles, vertical angles, adjacent angle, and linear pair. And second, illustrate and differentiate perpendicular lines and parallel lines. But before we proceed to our lesson proper, let us have some review about the previous topic about different kinds of angles. All you need to do is to fill up the missing letter in each word that's being described. Are you ready? Fill up the missing letter in the word that's being described. Every question have 5 seconds. Okay, let's start. So the first word is this one. It is an angle whose measure is more than 0 degrees but less than 90 degrees. You have 5 seconds, starts now. Okay, time's up. So if you answer acute angle, you're correct. Okay, next example. How about this one? It is an angle whose measure is more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. These are the clues. Your 5 seconds starts now. You may now type the complete word in your comment section. Okay, time's up. So if you answer obtuse angle, you're correct. Now, this is the last example for today. How about this one? It is an angle whose measure is exactly 90 degrees. What angle is being described? Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. So if you answer right angle, you're correct. Okay. Again, today's live streaming topic is all about relationship of angles and lines. Angles are used in our daily life. Engineers and architects use angles for design, road, building, and sports facilities. Athletes use angle to enhance their performance. Carpenters use angles to make chairs, table, and sofas. Artists use their knowledge of angles to sketch portraits and painting. So we have here an angle A whose measure is 40 degrees and angle B whose measure is 50 degrees. Now, when the sum of angle A and the angle B is equal to 90 degrees, then we can say that they are complementary angle. In this case, we have the sum of 40 and 50, which is 90. Okay, so we can say that this example is a complementary angle. So if the sum of two angles is 90 degrees or equal to 90, then the two angles are said to be complementary. Let's analyze the given example. Observe that the angle A is equal to 20 degrees and angle B is equal to 70 degrees. And if we combine them, the sum would be equal to 90. Okay, so 20 plus 70, that's equal to 90. So we can say that if we combine the figure, we will form a right angle. So we can say that they are also complementary angles. So solve for the value of x. Observe the given angles. Angle B is equal to 55 degrees, but our angle A is unknown. So we will let x be the value of our missing angle. So assuming that the two angles are complementary, then it must be equal to 90. So the measurement of angle A is x, and the measurement of angle B is 55. So it must be equal to 90. So by addition property of equality, we will add negative 55 on the both sides of our equation, and as a result, we have x is equal to 90 minus 55, and x is equal to 35. Therefore, the measurement of angle A is equal to 35 or 35 degrees. Now, let's observe the given again. So we have here an angle A, which is 40 degrees, and 140 degrees, which is our angle B. Now, if the sum of angle A and angle B is equal to 180 degrees, then we can say that they are supplementary angles. In this case, the sum of 40 and 140 is equal to 180. Therefore, we can say that they are supplementary angles. So if the sum of two angles is equal to 180, then the two angles are supplementary. Let's analyze the given example. Observe that the given angles we have here is angle A, which is equal to 60 degrees, and angle B is equal to 120 degrees. And if we combine them, or if we combine angle A and angle B, it is equal to 180. So we can say that they are supplementary angles. And by illustration, if we combine that, we have this illustration. Next, let us solve for the value of x. Observe the given angles that we have here. We have angle A equals to 75 degrees, and our angle B is unknown. So assuming that these two angles are supplementary, then it must be equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so if we add this one, we have the measurement of angle A, which is 75, plus the measurement of angle B, which is unknown, and it must be equal to 180. So by addition property of equality, we will add negative 75 on both sides of our equation, and we will have this equation now. X is equal to 180 minus 75. Simplification, we have x is equal to 105. Therefore, we can say that the measurement of angle A is 105 or 105 degrees. Observe the given angles as we have here, angle A, which is equal to 120 degrees, and angle B, which is also equal to 120 degrees. Since the measurement of angle A is equal to the measurement of angle B, which is 120, then we can say that the measurement of angle A is equal to measurement of angle B. Therefore, we can say that the angle A is congruent to angle B. So if two or more angles have same measurement, then they are congruent angles. Let's analyze the given example. We have here angle A, which is equal to 140 degrees, and angle B is also equal to 140 degrees. And since they are equal to 140 degrees, we can say that angle A is congruent to angle B. Always remember that congruent angles with this have the same or equal measure. Observe the given angles as we have here line BC and line AE that intersect at one point at point B. and form an opposite angle. So as we can see here, we have angle BDA is the opposite of angle CDE, and angle BDE is the opposite of angle ADC. Since angle BDA is the opposite of angle CDE, then they are vertical angles. Angle BDA measures 80 degrees, and angle CDE also measure 80 degrees. So we can say that they are equal. If two lines intersect and form two opposite angles, then the two opposite angles are said to be vertical angles. And take note that vertical angles always congruent. Let's analyze the given example. So we have, again, line AE intersect line BC at point D and forms opposite angles. Wherein the measure of angle ADB is equal to 50 degrees and the measurement of angle CDE is also equal to 50 degrees. Since they are vertical angles, therefore, angle ADB is congruent to angle CDE. Let's analyze and solve for the value of x. Again, line AE and line BC intersects at point D and form opposite angles. Wherein the measurement of angle ADB is 65 and the measurement of angle CDE is unknown. But remember that they are vertical angles. Therefore, we can say that the measurement of angle ADB, which is 65, is also the measurement of angle CDE, which is 65. Therefore, the measurement of angle CDE is 65 or 65 degrees. Observe the given angles. As we can see, angle ADB is 80 or 80 degrees and angle CDE is 60 degrees. Angle ADB and angle CDB have common side, which is line or ray DB, and their common vertex, which is T. So if two angles are on the same plane and have common side with a common vertex but no common interior point, then they are said to be adjacent angles. Let's analyze this given example. Angle ACB and angle DCB have common side, which is ray CB, and common vertex, which is point C. Therefore, they are said to be adjacent angles. Now, let's observe the given angles. As we can see here, we have angle ACD and angle BDC that shares a common side, which is ray CD, and common vertex, which is point P. And the sum of their angles is equal to 180 degrees. Now, if two adjacent angles whose non-common sides and opposite rays, then it is a linear pair. Remember that the sum of their measure is equal to 180 degrees, and linear pair also form a supplementary angles. Let's analyze this given example, wherein angle ABC is equal to 40 degrees and angle DBC is equal to 140 degrees. Now, if we add the sum of these two angles, it is equal to 180 degrees. And it forms a linear pair. Also, it is supplementary. Let's analyze and solve for the value of x. Measurement of angle ABC is equal to 110 degrees, but the measurement of angle DBC is unknown. Since angle ABC and angle DBC are linear pair, then the measurement of angle ABC plus the measurement of angle DBC is equal to 180 degrees. With substitution, we have 110 plus x is equal to 180. Using addition property of equality, we will add negative 110 on both sides of our equation. So we'll have x is equal to 180 minus 110. As a result, we have x is equal to 70. Therefore, we can say that the measurement of angle TBC is equal to 70 or 70 degrees. Observe the two given lines in this example. We have line AB and line XY that intersect at point C and forms a 90-degree angle. If two lines intersect and form 90-degree angle, then they are said to be perpendicular. Okay, next. Let's observe the two given lines. We have line AB and line XY. Do they meet? Or can we say that the two lines are parallel? Okay, the answer is no, because it doesn't have a parallelism symbol. How about now? Okay, correct. It is now parallel because of its parallelism symbol. Now, if two lines are coplanar and do not intersect, then they are said to be parallel. Okay, since we already know the different relationship of angles and lines, let's proceed to our activity, which is entitled Answer Only Please, or AOP. For this activity, we'll solve for the missing value of the following and press the appropriate emoticon of the correct answer, whether it is a heart or a thumbs up. Use our comment box as your way of sharing answer. Again, kindly comment thumbs up or heart. Number 1. The angles are said to be complementary angles. We have angle A, which is missing, and angle B, which is equal to 60 degrees. Is it a heart or a thumbs up? You have 10 seconds to answer. Again, the relationship of these two angles are complementary. What must be the value of our x? Okay, if we answer thumbs up, you're correct. That's great. Next, number 2. The angles are said to be supplementary angles. We have angle A, which is equal to 45 degrees, and angle B, which is x. For heart, we have 135 degrees, and for thumbs up, we have 145 degrees. Again, let's solve for the value of x. You have 10 seconds to answer. Okay, time's up. So the correct answer is heart. Very good. Next, for number 3. The two angles are said to be vertical angles. The measurement of angle CDE is 65 degrees, and the measurement of angle BDA is missing. What must be the value of angle BDA? Is it heart, 115, or is it thumbs up, 65? Your 10 seconds starts now. Okay, so the correct answer is 65. That's thumbs up. Number 4. The angles are said to be linear pair. Our angle DBC is 100 degrees, but our angle ABC is missing. What must be the value of our x? Is it heart, 80 degrees, or thumbs up, 100 degrees? Your 10 seconds starts now. Again, use our comment box as your way of sharing answer. Okay, so if you answer heart is 80, that's correct. Okay, This is our last given. The given are said to be congruent angles. We have angle A, which is equal to 135, and angle B is missing. Is it heart, 135 degrees, or is it thumbs up, 145 degrees? Your 10 seconds starts now. Again, use our comment box as your way of sharing answer. Last 3 seconds. Okay, time's up. So now, if you answer heart, you're correct. Very good, students. So in summary, if the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, then the two angles are complementary. If the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees, then the two angles are supplementary. If two or more angles have the same measurement, then they are said to be congruent angles. If two angles are on the same plane and have common side, common vertex, and no common interior point, then they are said to be adjacent angles. If two lines intersect and form two opposite angles, then the two opposite angles are said to be vertical angles. And take note that vertical angles always congruent. If two adjacent angles whose non-common sides are opposite rays, then it is called linear pair. And take note that the measure of linear pair is equal to 180 degrees, and it is also form a supplementary angle. If two lines intersect and form a 90-degree angle, then they are perpendicular. And lastly, if two angles are coplanar and do not intersect, then they are said to be parallel. I think we are ready for our question and answer portion of our live streaming today. If you have some questions, just leave it on the comment section below, and our moderator will choose and select questions in the comment section. Okay, so we have our first question. Okay, can two obtuse angles form a supplementary angles? Okay, the answer is no, because it cannot form a supplementary angle because the measurement of one obtuse angle is greater than 90 but less than 180 degrees. And if we have two obtuse angles, the sum would be exceed from 180. Wait for the next question. Okay. Sir, can two adjacent angles be congruent at the same time supplementary? Okay. So, yes, it is possible if and only if our two angles are right angles or equal to 90 degrees. Let's wait for the third question, third and last question. Okay. Sir, can two vertical angles be complementary angles? Okay, the answer is yes, it can be if and only if the two angles are 45 angles or 40-degree angle. Okay, now it's your time to answer your activity. So for your activity, try to answer the problem shown on the screen. Kindly take a screenshot of it. So we have A, find the complementary of the following angles, and B, find the supplement of the following angles. Before I end this live session, I would like to share this quotation to you by Billie Jean King. Tennis is a game of angles. You never have to figure the angles. It's practice. It's also practice that it becomes instinct. You just know where to put the ball. You just need to feel it it has been computed into your brain so many times. It is there. Mathematics is just like a tennis game. Sometimes we cannot predict what would happen or what must be the answer, but the only thing that we can do is to practice and prepare ourselves every time. Again, I am Sir Reynel Renzo Eres of Pampalang Lupa National High School. Thank you and have an amazing day.